Last week we had to write a paragraph about the difference between being selfless and being selfish. One of the people that badger me about being an atheist, that's been, so to speak, bullying me for years, the one I've talked about before, decided to share his opinion right after I shared mine. He said that, Jesus was selfless because, Jesus could have said, quote, "Screw y'all." I'm not saying this, he did. As you most likely heard, or have you thought of before if you're an atheist, the Jesus story is somewhat, just is kinda goes off on the bullshit radar. Well, as you probably heard before, and I guess you've heard this 1,000 times before. One person's single solitary death does not make up for anything. Not at all. It doesn't matter if it's God's son or not. One person does not justify all the crap in the world. It doesn't even justify one person's wrongful death. It doesn't work. An eye for an eye makes the whole world blind. If you got cancer, and if you were laying in a hospital bed, no hair, just in intense care, about to die, how would you like it if someone came in to your room carrying a brutally tortured dead body? What if the man carrying the dead body told you that he was sorry about your cancer and that he killed this man to justify your cancer? This sounds absurd, right? It's the same story. If this really happened to you in a hospital, you wouldn't believe it, and you would not accept that one man's death, one brutally murdered, tortured man's death, does not justify your illness whatsoever. Not only is the story grotesque and immoral, it doesn't solve anything, but it's portrayed as the exact opposite. I could come up with an infinite amount of better solutions to explain away the bogus problem we have here. You have to get around all the logical fallacies by creating an elaborate story with twists and turns that doesn't make much any sense, but at least it confuses people for a bit. Returning to the original point, if in fact the whole Jesus story is legit, if it's all real in full, it may be a selfless act, dying to save humanity or just one individual person. It doesn't justify anything. It doesn't make up for anything. The atonement for sin is bollocks, and so is original sin. On a closing note, I told my teacher about the increasing number of hints and other comments that are directed at me but aren't personal attacks from the two boys that mainly do this in this one particular class where I was asked to do this assignment. So far nothing has happened, but I think that's a good thing. So thanks for watching. I'm Autumn.